Alaska? We're going to Alaska?
So it's our first time in Alaska. We're taking a long way. We're going from Birmingham, hung out in Indianapolis, went to Chicago, and sailing from Seattle to BC, which is basically Canada. Well, it's a small piece of it anyway. Here's our ships from Seattle, Ubered to Terminal 91 in Seattle. And it's not a terrible port. It's relatively small, and there were two ships like loading at the same time. There's a Celebrity Edge next to ours, and there's really not a whole lot of room there. They say stick to your boarding time because there's not a lot of room, and they're not lying. I mean, this is a tiny little port, and I mean, for as small as it is, I was really impressed that they got this many people through as quickly and as efficiently as they did. So good job, Royal Caribbean and Celebrity. So here is the inside of it. You can see there's nowhere to sit. And again, on this side is Royal Caribbean. On the other side is Celebrity. And they're really loading these ships simultaneously. It's really some bad timing, but I guess it is what it is. So you take the escalator upstairs, check your bags off at the curb there, and you wait in line. You know, you're kind of corralled like small farm animals. That's typical, you know. Unless you're in the star class, and then they just kind of push you past the line and everybody looks at you funny, but that's how it is. And eventually you're able to get on the ship, and there it is right in front of you. And you got some nice views once you're on there. Beautiful views of Seattle from way up high. Actually, better views from here than most other places in the city. So the first thing we did is we took the spa tour, because that's what we do.
We do the seaweed massage on board.
Oh.
The body detox. So they brush the body first, apply the seaweed, and then cook you with this.
Oh.
You know, we have cells transmission. It's faster than cells transmission in your skin. So your skin, like collagen elastin, they tighter, more firmer.
It's just for light therapy.
It's a light therapy. We use the mask, or we do have a wand also that we use.
Like you want aroma stone, you want a deep tissue, you can do it as a purpose.
Salt.
Yeah, salt scalp.
Oh, nice.
You feel right? Come.
Yeah, this is what everyone asks me about. Oh, there's a lot of chairs.
So nice there. Steam room inside. This is the bed heat.
Oh, look at that. Will you look at that? Will you look at that? I need some dry heat.
Yeah, dry heat.
Oh, will you look at that? Will you look at that? Okay, so a northern climate cruise, and there's only 6 thermal chairs, so there's going to be some squabbling over that. They say they only take the first 50 people to sign up, but that's 50 people fighting over 6 chairs. Doesn't seem like a good plan to me, especially with Norwegian has like 40 or 50 of them on Prima, but this is it. This is what you're looking at here. This is the thermal spa. If you decide to do that, there it is. Well, will you look at that? Will you look at that? Will you look at that? Yeah, again, pro tip, if you want some sample massages, you want to get a little shoulder and neck rub, always go the first day and get a couple seconds of a freebie there. They do this IV infusion therapy, but that just scares the pants off of me. I don't know. Here is the price list for the spa. In case you're wondering, you can pause the video here if you want to take a closer look. There's also the back side of it too, where you have the nails and the hair services as well. So take a pause here and digest that for a moment. Now, if you've been on Carnival, their sail-away parties tend to be a little more rambunctious than Royal Caribbean's. And we can take a look at what's going on here on Royal Caribbean. This is the sail-away party. We're pulling out of Seattle. And you can see it's a little more tame than the typical Carnival party. And I don't know. I kind of prefer this. The Carnival one's a little nuts for me. I don't know. And what do you think? What do you prefer? Seems a little more controlled, a little more tame. Got some families out here. And looks like people are about to fall in the pool, so that's what's going on there. And we checked out the Windjammer, which is their buffet area. That's always a good place to look, grab a little bite to eat. There are limited hours in Windjammer, but this was nice because they left it open. You can actually walk through and sit down and enjoy some of the views, some of the best views on the ship in the Windjammer because it's so high up on deck 15.
nice selection of stuff here. They had a little stir fry, they had some pasta, they had some chicken, some international dishes, so it's real nice. Salads, soups, just about everything you think of, fruits, vegetables, desserts, and a bunch of drinks up here, so it's always nice. And then we kind of got talked into this 3 specialty dining deal. And she was a pretty good salesperson. So we did that. We decided to go to Jamie's, Chops, and Izumi. So tonight's meal was at Jamie's Italian. And, well, interesting. It's not a tip. I don't even know who this Jamie Oliver is. Have you ever heard of him? I have no idea who this bro is. I mean, I've seen his restaurants before on Icon and Oasis, but I'm like, who is this dude? You know, does he have like restaurants in my city? Personally, I prefer an Olive Garden because I have no idea who this guy is. It's not traditional Italian, and we're talking like pork and ribs, and I don't know. It's kind of weird. Here's the menu here. You can take a look at that, and we decided to order a few things off of this menu. So I started with some bruschetta. We also got the garlic rolls, the super garlic rolls, and this is some kind of a burrata with truffles on it. And I got the sticky short ribs, and Felicia ordered the chicken parm. She said it was pretty good. And we got pasta dishes as well, and it was kind of bland, to be honest with you. I mean, the pasta dishes, the risotto was very, very bland. There wasn't much flavor in there at all. I really had to hit it with salt and pepper. The ribs were pretty good, and the mashed potatoes were good. And her pasta was also fairly bland. I was really surprised to see that. The only flavor in there was the pepper, which was kind of bizarre. The chicken parm was pretty good. And again, the ribs were, typical ribs. A little fatty, but not too bad at all. But again, not the traditional Italian stuff I don't know. It depends if you're from Italy. Maybe you eat like this in Italy. But back in America, we expect a little more pasta kind of stuff. And they're not really big on those dishes at Jamie's. So it's okay, I guess.
It's good.
Really?
Cake. The base is a lemon tart with mascarpone cheese, topped with a torch meringue with a berry compote as well. Have a look first.
What is that? Brownie? Is that popcorn?
Yeah.
And this is strawberry gelato. The Americano. Tell me what you thought of that brownie. You ate the whole thing.
Delicious.
Was it okay?
It was warm and yummy and chocolate.
But, be honest.
I'm being honest.
You said I hated it. Why'd you hate
I
it?
was joking. It was
What'd you
complete
hate about it?
sarcasm.
You
Nothing.
loved it?
I loved it.
Best brownie you've ever had? Top 3?
Top 3.
My gelato was like strawberry ice cream.
Yeah, just okay.
It didn't really do anything for me.
No, I'm sorry.
It wasn't terrible. But it wasn't like,
Looking at my watch because I gotta get ready for my spa treatment.
Spa treatment on day 1? How many spa treatments did you buy?
Burning through that inheritance. Sorry, kids. So we set up our other meals at Izumi. Now, Izumi's weird because this is the menu. This is all you get here. There's no teppanyaki tables. Huh? Yeah, Izumi. No teppanyaki tables on the Quantum class ships. These are more like sit down, and they'll bring you the dish, and there's sushi and stuff here, which is a little different. That's unusual, I thought. And then Chops Grill, really hard to get a reservation. Apparently, this is super popular for Alaska-going folks. They need to get their steak on, I guess. But I had a hard time getting a reservation. We finally managed to get one on a sea day at like 8:45 at night, when I'll probably be half asleep by the time dinner rolls around. But yeah, make those Chops reservations early. A little pricey, but the steaks are usually pretty good at Chops. We've had Chops before, so there they are. They use these Lins, whatever that is. And enjoyed a nice sunset for day 1. A nice, productive day, boarding and unpacking, getting everything all set. We'll have a room tour, and we'll go through our excursions as we touch the, part of Alaska anyway. But join us. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and follow our adventure through our first Alaskan cruise.